Hello everyone, my name is Franska Numajin with a ladies series bringing you godly advice on how to live as a successful woman on this earth and succeed in your relationship and marriage. Today I want us to talk about what is not a relationship. But before I start, what is a relationship? A relationship is anything or any connection or any bond that is between two or more people that is agreed, capital letters, agreed. And the way I'm saying this is that there are so many relationships. So let's talk about family relationships. You have a mother, you have a father, you have siblings, and there is a bond, and that one was just by blood, and blood is thicker, they say, than water. So that makes that a relationship. Then we also have friendships. We meet people and then we make friends, and that is agreed in a sense that maybe you like the person or you don't like the person. Some friendships are not agreed, but a relationship must be agreed. So that's also a form of a relationship. So far as you meet somebody and you connection. Then we talk about acquaintances. So sometimes you meet somebody in a car, a bus, or maybe at a program or a function, and you take their contacts, and then that's it, just though, and then a relationship starts. Then there is another, which is what? Romantic relationships. So on this channel, in my next episodes, I'm going to focus much on romantic relationships. So what is not a relationship is basically focusing on romantic relationships. What are not romantic relationships? So if there are two people, a man and a woman, and they've met, and these two people have a connection and they've agreed to each other, then that is a relationship. Aside the connection, there must be agreeability to do the same thing. If you agree to do some things and you don't agree to do certain things, then that is not necessarily a mutual relationship. So one key for a good relationship, for you to know that this is truly a relationship, I'm really in a relationship, a proper relationship, then there must be mutuality. So what you want, the word of God even says it, that it says, how can two work together, okay, except they be agreed, okay? So two people one can say he's going to Paris and one can say he's going to London. That is not a relationship. If you are in such a relationship where there is no mutuality, or maybe that person is not willing to say, okay, then I'll go to Paris with you, and then later on you will go to London with me. At least there is mutuality. For some time, let's do yours, and maybe after some time, let's consider doing mine. Or maybe you skill yourself that you will do his, and he will also do yours. Or even if that person would, maybe you can decide, balance it, and decide to do one thing. So in a proper relationship, there must be mutuality. I'm going to focus this conversation of romantic relationship, what is not a relationship, on Genesis chapter 24. And so let's go to the main topic. So every relationship, there must be a proposal. And in Genesis chapter 24 verse 17, you realize that the man called Abraham, who God called and had the intention of bringing the Messiah through him, sent his servant to go and find a wife for his son Isaac. And when that servant went and prayed to God, he said, oh God, show me mercy, and whichever woman will come to this well, and I say to her, give me water to drink, will also say that, don't worry sir, I will give you water to drink and even give your camels also, then let that be that lady who you sent for me. And ideally it happened. God answered his prayer and sent a very beautiful lady by the name Rebecca. When Rebecca came, this man proposed an idea. She was like, lady, please, can you give me water to drink? And the lady said, yes, sir, I will. And I'll even give your camels water to also drink. So there was a proposal. And the lady also agreed. So if you even agree, was there a proposal? There must be a proposal. If one person has not proposed, then it's not a relationship. There must be proposal and an agreement for us to say that there is a relationship. So if you also didn't agree to it, if somebody proposes and the next party didn't agree, then that wasn't also a relationship. Aside that, the second point is that the person must be so enthused, happy, and willing, not you telling him to go and show you to his parents, his in-laws. No, the person has to be willing to take you without you even asking. He should be enthused to show you to his friends, his relatives, his co-worker, or maybe somebody with ease, without coercion. If that person hasn't been able to do that, then that is not a proper relationship. That's not a relationship. You are not in a relationship. And so what do I mean by that? If you go to this Genesis chapter 24, you will realize that this Rebecca was very, very happy about showing this new man he has met. Even this man had just proposed that, oh, lady, do you have a place in your room or your house that I can sleep overnight with my camels and with myself and my whoever is accompanying me? She was like, yes, we have room enough and provender enough for even you and your camel. And then she immediately, she didn't even say, come and let's go. She left the man and went off hurriedly, went to tell her family members, and they prepared a place for the man to come. So before the man had come, the brother had already done that, and the brother also had rushed to even go and meet the man and help the man with his animals and his baggage, because they knew that he had traveled from afar. She had told them everything with ease and without coercion. And that is what a relationship must be. The person that you agree, the person that proposed, has he been able to show you to his family members and his relatives? If he hasn't done that, then it's questionable. Watch out and just be careful. Aside that, the third point is, has he been able to speak his heart to you before? You see the way I paused and the way I took my time, because I said, has he been able to speak his heart out on issues, and has he been able to tell you everything without leaving any important detail hidden in his conversation? If he has done some before, then you are not in a relationship, because in Genesis chapter 24, this man was able to tell everything. He was not asked. Immediately he got to Rebecca's home, he started narrating his story, because he had prayed and felt like his prayer has been answered, and the girl that he wanted for Isaac, Abraham's son, whose servant he was this lady. So he had no time to wait. Why should I waste time and lie? If this girl sleeps, and that's it. That was in a haste, because he knew that now this girl is the one. And then I mustn't lie. So immediately he sat down. They asked him, man, what are you here for? Welcome, this is our home. And what brought you here? He started. He said, oh, my boss Abraham sent me towards here, because this is where he comes from. And he said I should find a wife for his son, who is Isaac. Then immediately I prayed to God, and I said, God, send me a woman who, when I asked that, oh, give me water to drink, she will say, I'll give your camels also water, whilst I also give you water to drink. And may that woman be the woman that you brought for your son, or you sent to be married to Isaac. And immediately I said that God sent this lady, and immediately I also asked her for water. She said, oh sir, don't worry, I also give your camels water to drink. And I realized that she was the one. So Laban and Bethuel, with Laban being Rebecca's elder brother and Bethuel being Rebecca's father, they all agreed, like, oh, this thing is from the Lord, we can't prevent it. Take her and let her be Isaac's wife. and then that was it. So if you are in anything called a relationship and the person lies, or the person is not willing to even apologize, or the person is not even tell you the truth, or what is the situation at his work, at his this, when you are going to marry, he hasn't told you willingly, and you have to be asking and be pressurizing him, that it is also not a relationship. And the last point, which I think I discussed, but I didn't really put much emphasis on, is that the person must be enthused. The person must be willing to go with you to wherever you want to go to, whatever dream that you have. The person must agree there and there on. If he says that, oh, I'll think about it 10 years, maybe 10 days time, then that's also not a relationship. So after this conversation, the same Genesis chapter 24, they said, let's call the girl, and then let her go with you. But the thing is that let's call the girl first and listen to her. If she would want to stay with us for 10 days, or she would want to go with you now, then you go with her. So they called Rebecca and asked her, Rebecca, this man says he wants to marry you for Isaac, Abraham's son. Do you agree to go with him, or you dwell with us for 10 days? Even their parents, the mother was like, let her stay here. They wanted it. But Rebecca said, no, I'll go. So immediately, that was it. That was finalized. The relationship was established. They prepared their way, and then they started planning to go and meet Isaac. So what else must the person do? Must the person tell you that, oh wait, oh always, oh wait. When you tell him that I need this, oh wait. Or maybe something that you know the person has it and can do for you. The person tells you maybe 3 days time, oh, it's not for me. Once you know the person is for the person, then you have to have doubts about that relationship. And last but not the least, in Genesis chapter 24, immediately they left, and after they journeyed and they reached Isaac's place, the place that Isaac was at. When Rebecca saw Isaac, she really respected him, lighted up the camel, got down, covered her hair with a veil. Does that partner respect you? Does he talk to you anyhow? Does he mistreat you? Does he disrespect you? If the person talks to you anyhow, screams at you anyhow, shouts at you, bangs the door during your conversation, and treats you anyhow, then you are not in a relationship. That is not a relationship. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, kindly hit the like button. And in my next episode, I'm going to discuss when the time is right for you to accept a man's proposal. If you would want to always get notified on any video that I post, kindly subscribe so that whatever video I post, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with you. Thank you for staying with me till the end. I love you. See you in my next episode. Bye.